Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm back. My wife from Starbucks got me a nice little caramel frappuccino. Tastes pretty good. So, I don't normally do these type of videos, but I'm gonna make an exception for today. If you're subscribed to my YouTube, you know, if you scroll down, you know, all the videos. When I first started making videos, I was trying to make like short films. I started doing a lot of videos for kids in my dojo for the for when I was teaching my martial arts and stuff. And this video pops up on my my YouTube: how to escape a standing rear choke by this dude named Jake Mace. Okay, now I was subscribed to Jake Mace, and I seen a video that stirred me the wrong way, so I'm subscribed to the dude. So I want to see what his explanation of escaping a rear naked choke. Okay, so let's see the fake pretender. Let's see what he's got. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, straight to it, Jake. Let's see the slow-mo. Drop by drop, the water fills a cup. Likewise, the wise man gathers.
I first began training traditional Chinese Kung Fu and Tai Chi as a teenager. At the same time, I was an accomplished wrestler. I can remember a friend of mine in high school thinking I was tough stuff for being on the wrestling team. This short little man came up behind me, put his forearm in my neck, and choked me out. And it was geography class. I saw the stars, and I almost felt blackout coming. All of my wrestling failed me against this rear naked choke with his forearm, and he didn't even have any martial arts training. So this is a technique that I think everyone should know how to defend themselves against in case somebody on the street chokes you out with their arm from behind. I brought my friend Sakon Lam into this video. Check out all his links down below. Sakon, you have a self-defense application for the rear naked choke. I have one from Chinese Chin Na. Let's each show our defense, and the audience watching can decide whose is better and whose they like the most in the comments.
Let's do it.
I teach this technique to all my beginning Kung Fu students on the first day they're in class. It's one of our 10 original Chin Na self-defense applications. Chin and Na meaning seizing and holding. It's basically Chinese grappling. And if your opponent comes up behind you and puts that rear naked choke in, they might be able to put you out in less than 5 seconds because they're not choking out your air. They're choking out your blood flow. Your blood will be severed from your brain and you go out. And when you're out, they can take you in the car, they can do anything they want to you. So the first thing I want to do is, I want to grab onto his arm just to try to give 10 pounds less force, even if I can just pull a little bit. Almost simultaneously, I want to bend my knees, get athletic, and get behind my attacker. So one of my legs goes behind right here. I get the superior position, and then they can feel that they're in bad trouble because I've got their arm, I've got the superior position of my body. I can turn into them and throw them over my leg, which will pretty much release the choke, and you can get out of there. And I'd recommend, if you're on the street, getting out of there. Turning and fighting the person might leave you open to a knife, a gun, or 3 of his friends. So get out of there and get to where there are people. If you got choked, you're probably in a fringe area, and that means an area where there's no people within 30 seconds. We're in some park here in Thailand,
already out of breath,
and I see no people, so we're definitely in a fringe area. One more time.
One more time. Let's see the good choke.
So check it. His choke comes in. Almost simultaneously, I grab just for a little bit of release. I bend my knees and I try to step behind and keep close to him, hip to hip, body to body, and I don't let him take his arm back. Then I'm gonna elbow into his body and turn into him and try to throw him over top of my leg. All my horse stance training paying off at this moment, and I'm out. Check it out from the back. Okay, pull down, root the knees, step behind, get that leg deep back there. Turn into him, try to throw him down, and get yourself to safety.
Okay, so Sifu Jake showed his variation of the defense from Chin Na, and I'll show mine, which I learned from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So if someone comes in with the choke, okay, especially if they know what they're doing, they got two hands behind the head, their head is really close and tight, right? I'm not gonna be able to beat the groin and do any poking stuff. It's just not gonna work. I don't have the time. Most people are right-handed, so I train my left elbow. I'm gonna make space with my hips. I'm gonna shoot my elbow around. I'm gonna square up my hips to his hips. We want a perpendicular position. It's very similar to what Jake was showing. Now from here, I'm gonna capture the far hip. I'm gonna reach down, cup underneath the leg. I'm gonna lift this up and a pressure with the head. Drop him down in a spiral. Here, most people are right-handed, so guarantee that that's gonna happen. From here, take my left elbow, shoot around, capture the hip. Now from here, this one shoots over and I lift. I put my weight of my head over towards this side, so it makes this leg heavy.
This bullshit?
I spiral around. Bam. Now look, get away. Another option is we can go for the sacrifice throw, which is my favorite. You probably wouldn't want to do this on the street because it's a kind of a wrestling move. You'd end up on the ground, but I like doing it anyway, so I'll just give you an example. So, goes for the choke. Again, elbow here, here, okay? So, I'm gonna squat, and I drop down.
Nice. That puts me in a very weird position and
Oh my
gets
God.
you superior.
Exactly.
How much time is this bullshit running to watch?
John, that's a cool, slick move. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here in Thailand. Thanks for being a great host. It was great to cross arms and legs with you again.
My pleasure.
You guys can vote down in the comments which of the 3 self-defense techniques from the rear naked choke do you think is most effective, do you like best? I would suggest going into your martial arts school, get a partner and try each one of them. Do each one 50 times and see which one you think you're most efficient with. Sakan and I both will read all the comments down below. And you can check out all his links in the description.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is the problem I have with Jake Mace, okay? It's utter and total bullshit, okay? It's not real life for the street. They always say the streets. You know, if you've ever been in a real fight, an actual fight where somebody's trying to take your head off and somebody throws you with a choke like that, okay? I don't know if you've ever been rear naked choke. If you put on a rear naked choke for fun, you're not getting out of that, okay? Because once you crank, you're going to go to sleep, all right? So with this duck here and throw this elbow here, that's utter bullshit, okay? I hope you go and find this video and read the fucking comments about this crap. It's a bunch of BS. You know, Master Wong is one that's on YouTube, and he did another demonstration of rear naked choke, and then there's some jiu-jitsu guys who were talking about the choke, and Master Wong, you know, came back. He didn't retaliate, but he came back and explained in detail why the choke was applied like this, and it's for training purposes, and you know, but this is some crap. First of all, if you're getting a rear naked choke and you bring a guy to the ground like the other guy did, if he's got homeboys here, they're gonna beat you up and they're gonna stomp you out. Okay, that's just the facts of life. They're gonna beat you up, they're gonna stomp you out. Jake Mace, the Pretender. Okay, I don't even know why I wasted most of my... How much time did I waste? I wasted about, what, 6 minutes of my life on that? Oh, my God. I mean, look, dude. Hopefully, I got some more fake martial artists on here. I can show you. You know, I've been trained for a while, but I think I can take care of myself and handle my own. Okay? And the BS about that rear naked choke... Go back and look at the video. Look at the 2 different ways he applied the choke. You know what I'm saying? So, and the second way he applied it, he even had more pressure on the choke. So, I'm out of here. Peace, player. I'm gone.